A marquee top 25 MCCAA East Showdown is in store for you right here at the Sports and Expo Center here at Macomb Community College. As our men's basketball game coming up, featuring the number 9 ranked Macomb Monarchs and the number 25 Oakland Community College Owls right here on the Macomb Athletics Network. All on my partner and good buddy Tom Cavanaugh. I'm Alex Johnson. Should be a good one in store on our hands here tonight, Tom, as this is a rematch of a game that was from a few weeks ago out at OCC. Macomb took a tough defeat by 3 against the same Owl squad trying to get revenge from them and split the season series.
You said it. Revenge is the name of the game tonight. That, and also this team trying to grab a top spot, the #1 spot in the Eastern Conference of the MCCAA. Currently, Macomb is tied at the top with Henry Ford. Henry Ford plays Schoolcraft tonight. You know who Schoolcraft beat last Saturday to drop them out of first place? These OCC Owls. Schoolcraft went on the road. They took down OCC. The Owls are losers of 3 of their last 4 ball games. They're in a big hungry spot, and Macomb has been playing some of their best basketball, knocking off 2 rivals in Mott and SC4 over the last couple of games. And if you win this one in Macomb, you would be 9-3 at the top of the standings, and we'll just have to see what happens with Henry Ford later tonight. But OCC, they're looking for a hungry spot, and Macomb trying to continue their success and exact that revenge on this OCC squad.
Yeah, Tom, looking at for OCC, after defeating Macomb a couple weeks ago, they were on point, being tied for first place, for a few games. Especially they had an incredible performance, winning on a half-court shot to win it against Mott. Yep. The game after beating Macomb, that was on Wednesday the 29th, and then beating Wayne County. Then, you mentioned losing 3 of their last 4, dropping them out of the race for first place right now. They're hungry for a victory. Macomb on the other side, getting 25-plus point win victories against SC4 and Mott. They're playing their best basketball right now after some tough games a couple of weeks ago against Schoolcraft and Henry Ford on the road. They're trying to stay within first place and trying to take the outright of first place at the end of the night.
Alex, you look back at this first match between these 2 teams. Macomb turned the ball over 18 times. OCC only coughed it up 10. That was a huge, huge change in the game in favor of OCC. Now, they played even basketball in the second half, but because Oakland took a 3-point lead into halftime, 500 ball was good enough for them to pick up their 4th win in conference play.
Yeah, it's going to be a phenomenal one here tonight, Tom. A rematch of the game of a couple weeks ago, the crosstown rivalry here at the MCCAA East, Macomb Community College and Oakland Community College, squaring off right here in Warren, Michigan at the Sports and Expo Center. Should be a fun one, folks. Going to be an exciting 40 minutes. Stay tuned for it. We just send it now to our public address announcer, Chris Snyder, for tonight's starting lineups.
Fans, welcome to the Sports and Expo Center at Macomb Community College for the MCCAA men's basketball game featuring the Oakland Owls and your Macomb Monarchs. Let's meet tonight's starting lineups. First for the OCC Owls, a 6'8 freshman, 0, Justin Latham. A 6'2 sophomore, number 1, DJ Morrow. A 6'2 sophomore, number 2, Lyndon Holder. A 6'5 freshman, number 5, Nick Spicer. And a 6'6 freshman, number 13, Jordan Wright. The OCC assistant coaches are Mike Malakevich and Jason Rustin. The Owls head coach is John Jokai. And now, starting for your Macomb Monarchs, a 6'2 freshman from Belleville, Michigan, number 1, Jalen Jenkins. A 6'5 sophomore from Detroit, number 2, Demarion Fishburne. A 6'7 sophomore from Oak Park, number 3, Jotham Nowicki. A 6'2 sophomore from Macomb, number 5, Josh Hines. And a 6'7 sophomore from Benton Harbor, number 12, Marlon Williams. The Macomb Community College assistant coaches are Craig Ford, Christopher Wooders, and Rob Youssef. The Monarchs head coach is Christopher Burns.
We are fired up, all set, and ready to go. The number 9 ranked team, the Macomb Monarchs, coming at 21-4. Welcoming in the number 25 ranked team, the Oakland Community College Owls, sitting in at 18-7 on the year. Tom Cavanaugh and Alex Johnson with you. These teams are 1 game apart from each other in the standings, 8-3 in the MCCAA East for Macomb, 7-4 in the MCCAA East for OCC. We're about to jump it up here. It's going to be Jotham Nowicki and Justin Latham to tip it off here tonight.
Alex, one guy Macomb needs to pay attention to tonight that did damage in their first meeting. Number 5, wearing that black headband, Nick Spicer. He dropped 30 on the Monarchs back on January 25th. If they keep him well under that total, Macomb will be in good shape.
Yeah, the 6'5" forward from Warren played over at De La Salle High School. Decommitted from Cleary to play over at OCC this year as Macomb wins the opening tip, and we are underway.
With his first-year head coach, John Jokai. He's got quite the resume over there at DLS as well.
We'll talk about more on him in just a few moments as the Monarchs take control of it with their first possession. Joe from the Wiki looking down. Going up for it is Marlon Williams. Gets it blocked by the 6'6" freshman forward, Jordan Wright, out of Chippewa Valley.
A block and a half per game for Jordan. He's already got one.
Here comes Lyndon Holder, the transfer from Northwood University, also played at De La Salle. 6'2" sophomore guard. Going down well over his Latham on Marlon Williams. Hook shot is good by the 6'8" forward from Ann Arbor Huron, Justin Latham.
Latham averaging 11.5 per game, 42% shooter from the field. He's knocking it down with 8.5 boards per game as well.
Going up from the corner, that time is Joe from the Wiki off target. Getting down and corralling the board, Marlon Williams. Got to set up at the top of the key, right with a block on Josh Hines. Going back for it, getting up with the layup, and that one is good by Demarion Fishburne.
Fishburne, one of the best on this team at finishing through contact, one of the best in the NJCAA overall.
Yeah, difficult shot, didn't face him at all. Going down on his right. Got a nice defense by Nowicki, picks it up though, and we got a foul called right underneath the basket. So OCC will inbound it underneath, and they're going to pick up that foul on Jenkins.
And that backside foul from Jalen got a little overbearing with the hands on the backside, too much contact. They got to keep him in the ball game as one of the better defenders and the point general of this team.
He's been really well all season long. Lyndon Holder, as he gets reached in down to the floor, and Josh Hines is going to pick up the foul.
Honestly, I know Josh is such an elite scorer with 24 points a game, but you'd rather have Josh and Jenkins with both one apiece right now than just Jalen with 2. I'm glad they didn't call that on Jalen.
Yeah, that was really close. Latham on Marlon, going up for it short as Marlon picks up the rebound.
Great defense.
Going for it left side, passes it off to Fishburne. Will reset. Working it up though, gets a screen by Williams. Going down low to Josh Hines, pulling up a runner on the baseline, and he gets it in.
Automatic from number 5 that time. Nice little pump fake and penetrate.
Averaging over 22 points a game, a sophomore guard from Dakota.
He ranks 13th in the entire country in points per game.
On Lyndon Holder right now, creating some space as Holder, that shot goes in and out. Hines corrals the board, going quickly with it. Williams down low to Fishburne, posting up on Spicer. Going to the other end. Nowicki driving in. Gets it maybe poked away by Latham and into the hands of Spicer, who will slow it down for OCC.
Joe from Nowicki, the defending MCCAA East Player of the Week after his stellar performances last week.
He's been an incredible player, 13 points and 7 rebounds for him on the season. We got another foul called on the Monarchs, already 3 here, and they're going to call that one on Fishburne.
There's been a couple ticky-tack here early on in this one. I think the first one on Jenkins was warranted, but the last 2, that's just, tough physical basketball. These are 2 teams that are very physical and familiar with each other. The defense is going to be stout. It's going to be very, very tough. But right now, those ticky-tacks being called in favor of OCC.
Yeah, 3 fouls compared to none so far for the Owls as they have 10 on the shot clock. Going for it down the lane, gets it blocked by Marlon Williams. Taking it was DJ Morrow. Macomb going the other way, laid it up and laid it in is Hines.
You can't move down the floor any faster than that. That was fast break offense at its very best at any level right there. Nice finish from Josh.
Macomb up by 4, 6-2, 3 minutes into the game. Spicer with Fishburne on him. High pass over into the corner to Holder. Hines guarding him. Up at the elbow. Driving in is Latham. Takes it after a step, and he's called for a walk. Was looking to dish it out, but moved his feet. We're trying to dish it out, and the referee was right there to blow the whistle.
Alex, you can feel the energy in this building. We're seeing some high-paced basketball being played, but both coaching staffs calling out, definitely showing their emotions early on. We're in for a good one.
Showing the full court pressure, moving back out the Owls as Nowicki has it from Hines after a floater pass. Gets by Latham for the deuce.
Hey, his post move has come a long way this year, and he's looking like a prime Division I player right now in the way that he goes to the rim.
Scored 21 apiece in his last 2 against Mott and SC4. And a double-double against SC4 on Saturday, as that one's earned over by the Owls.
That's back-to-back turnovers. Macomb settling in defensively. We saw a couple easy buckets from OCC in the first couple, a couple of ticky-tack fouls, and now Macomb settling in nicely.
Macomb shooting 4 of 6 from the field compared to 1 of 5 for OCC, as it's an 8-2 advantage for Macomb. Jalen Jenkins now up at the top, looks over in the right wing. Working it up. Jenkins back out to Fishburne. Drives in from the free throw line jumper. Nothing but net.
That boy number 2. Find your spot and knock it down with a little bit of separation right there. Exactly what he was thinking, and he executed.
4 points for Fishburne. And head coach John Jokai is going to take a 30-second timeout.
30-second timeout.
Great start for Macomb. My goodness. They allowed that easy first basket from Justin Latham. Those fouls plagued them early on. Owls still haven't committed a foul, but Macomb's doing a very nice job of getting out in transition, finding their post players, and also hitting the mid-range. We saw Nowicki knock one down, Fishburne as well, and Hines in transition and on the floater.
Especially what they've been able to do there. 6 points in the paint and 4 points off turnovers for the Monarchs so far, as they're up 10-2. With 15 and 33 to go here in this first half, in this heated rivalry between a lot of these guys from around the same area, Macomb and Oakland County, scoring off.
These are 2 of the top teams in the entire division, all of MCCAA play, that are top 10 in offensive production. 86.9 points per game for Macomb, 83 for OCC. That ranks 7th and 9th best. But where Macomb can get to a little bit of advantage here is they are a much better rebounding team. Macomb second in the MCCA at 46 boards a game, while OCC only pulling down 39. If they're able to dominate the boards like they did against the Skippers, they're going to be just fine.
Taking it to the cup that time is Jordan Wright. Made a couple of stout plays earlier on the defensive side. Gets his first basket here to cut the deficit to 6 for Oakland. Fishburne going to pull up for a 3. That one off the iron. Nowicki with the board. Too short on the lay-in. Ball corralled about, and it's going to stay here with the Monarchs.
Now in for the Monarchs, number 24, Lawan Holloway.
Lawan Holloway will come on in for Marlon Williams with 16 on the shot clock.
Lawan had a nice showing in his last 2 games. 10 points, 9 points against Mott and SC4. So picking up 5 assists in those 2 games.
Fishburne trying to create some space, going down over to Holloway. 2 defenders on him, doesn't phase him at all.
Lawan's a heck of a big man. You get him the ball down there on the block, he's going to find a way to finish.
The redshirt freshman forward at 6'7", getting that one over to OCC Owls right there. Back to an 8-point lead.
Good recovery from Lawan after hedging the screen.
Latham driving, kicking out to Nick Spicer. Out on the wing, driving in on Fishburne, going up for it and able to beat him that time. Nice spin move by Spicer. He gets his first points, and it's 12-6 now.
16.5 per game for Spicer, shooting at 43%. He's dishing 2.5 assists a game as well.
Hines short on that one as they got a rebound and a foul going the other way on Holloway.
That's foul number 4 on the Monarchs. And with 14 to play in this first half, OCC could be in the bonus and shooting free throws fairly early, with already 4 committed from Macomb.
As Lyndon Holder will bring it down the floor. Looking to make it a 1-possession game for the Owls. He gets it back, decides not to take the 3, cuts in, works up for it at the top. Getting it back over to him with 13 on the shot clock. Holloway stifling defense on him. Gets one up to Jordan Wright, spin moving and taking the lay-in. What a nice move by Jordan Wright, creating some space, doing a 360 spin to take it to the cup.
That's why he's the second leading scorer, 16 a game on 61% shooting. He leads in that category. He's going to finish that every time.
It's a height advantage at 6'6". Hines looks out over to Nowicki. Working in. Posting up Holloway. A lot of size advantage on Linden Holder. Lost the ball. Down for it on the ground. Gets it back up to Hines. A four to shoot. And one for Josh Hines.
Wow. What a possession right there from Macomb. You got Holloway who gets stripped. He's got to fall to the ground and muscles it out to Hines, who goes right to the rim and finishes through contact. We talked about Fishburne's ability to finish through just a little bit of a bump. Josh Hines just as good.
Josh Hines on the line, shooting
So
one.
picking that one up is right. Hines will go to the line for the three-point play. Just incredible work by number 5.
He's just been the most consistent player for this team all year long. And at the free throw line as well. Josh is is an 80% free throw shooter, best on the team.
Yeah, he's using money from there. Yes, it's a back up to a 7-point advantage for Macomb as Jordan Wright able to take those 3 points back.
Yeah, Wright only had 12 in their first meeting, but he could heat up in a hurry.
Averages over 16 points a game, shooting 35% from the 3-point line as Fishburne cuts baseline, kicks it over to Karan Williams, who can't answer back. Now Latham with it. Working it over now to Jordan Taylor. The man out of West Bloomfield, a sophomore guard. Alcott up there shooting that one for 3, and that one is good. Back-to-back triples for the Owls. Angel Kaczynski that time. And just like that, it's a 1-point lead. Holloway working up now to Fishburne. Driving in right side. Needs somebody as he picked up his dribble. Off to Hines now. Guarding him is Taylor. Looking to create some space. Step back. Fires. In and out on the triple. Oh, man.
That was halfway down.
Just an unlucky break there for Hines. He thought that was going to be money. Kachowski going in with it now on Fishburne, and they're going to call him on that.
That was more sort of a jump ball right there.
Just another iffy call, but as Fishburne will head to the bench, you got Malachi Irving coming in for the first time. Coming back in is DJ Morrow. Got Jamison Head into the ball game. A couple new faces on the floor for OCC, and that's another one for Angel Kachowski. And it's the first lead of the ball game for the Owls.
He's already surpassed his total from what he put up against the Monarchs last time. He had 3 in that game, now back-to-back triples.
Irving kicks it out. Karan Williams in the corner, you bet. There you go. Karan Williams gives the Monarchs the lead.
That's why Karan's a 30% three-point shooter. He can fill it up from out there.
Yeah, mental lapse defensively as Jamison Head on the right post gets one underneath. So the Monarchs will take a timeout. It'll be a 30-second timeout, led today by head coach Craig Ford. Taking over duties here today, as well as Christopher Wooters. And then looking over at the OCC side, in his first year at the helm, John Jokai. Mentioned had a phenomenal campaign over his few years over at De La Salle High School. Win the Division I state championship in 2022 over Grand Blanc. A Final Four appearance as well in 2021. Before spending his time over at De La Salle, he was over at Walled Lake Northern High School. Built a talented program over there. But he's done a phenomenal job building this team up. 18-7 right now, trying to stay in the race for first place in the MCCAA East. So get back to action, Malachi Irving trying to create something here, and he does. Off the top of the rim and in. Malachi Irving has done well over his last stretch of games.
Little favorable bounce there for Malachi. He has, yeah. Was scoreless against SC4 his last time, but had 4 and 5 in his last 2 put up 20 against Jackson College a few games ago.
Taylor misses that one from long range. Back out to Nick Spicer off the rebound by Jamison Head. Can't allow that to happen.
It's going to be Spicer, Kuchevsky, as well as Wright from downtown for OCC. They've all shown it early on in this one.
5 points for Spicer, and they're 4 of 5 from deep. As we get a foul called on Spicer.
His first, team second.
It's only the second team foul for OCC as we're approaching the halfway point of this first half of play. As Macomb will inbound it on the side. Irving over to Hines. He's looking to get a screen from Marlon Williams. The side kicks it out to Karan Williams. Short on the 3 ball. And the officials are going to say off of the Monarchs.
Yeah, our referee underneath the basket, who had a much better angle at how that ball reacted out of bounds, he asked for help from the other official who was behind the play. Had much worse of an angle, but they called it in OCC's favor.
And Macomb will just have to get back defensively and move off from that.
Malachi's got to be all over Spicer in this one.
5 points already for Spicer. Is good off-ball movement here for the Owls, working it around the horn. 10 on the shot clock as we're under 10 here in this first half. Head going to the up and under. That one is good by Jamison Head, the 6'5 sophomore out of West Bloomfield.
That's a talented little scoop up and under bucket right there. Already 7 points.
Joe from Nowicki bowling his way through for that one.
They're going to rely on him doing that today. Macomb's already showed their strength inside in the paint. Jotham's going to be the main guy they're going to down there.
He's able to get that one to go. 24-22 Owls lead with 9:20 to go here in this first half. Spicer, a little jump there by Hines, still has it. 7 on the clock. Head, Nowicki on him, kicks it back out to the top. DJ Morrow going out to Head as the shot clock expires. Off iron.
Heck of a defensive possession right there for MCC.
Going down with it the other way as we got a hand foul on OCC. They're going to call that one on DJ Morrow, the 6'2 sophomore from Lake Orion.
He was a 4-year varsity player for the Dragons. I remember watching DJ when he was about 12, 13 years old, play with my little brother, travel basketball, Oakland Elite. His pops was the coach of that team, so definitely seen DJ grow as a player through the years. And he's turned out to be a heck of a ball player, running point for this team.
He's averaging just under 11 points a game as Macomb turns it right back over to the Owls. Both teams only committed 2 here so far. As it's Lyndon Holder now for the Owls. Looking to get a screen there by Latham. Driving right side. And they're going to call another whistle on the Monarchs. Committing the crime that time is Jalen Jenkins. That's 2 on him.
Not good for Jenkins right there. 8:45 to play in our first quarter. Or first half, I'm sorry. I'd like them to keep him out there right now. He just got to play a little smarter.
Well, you just got to be careful with him. Can't pick up 3 before the break.
Definitely not.
Let's reset up here to Karan Williams.
I'm in favor of coaches playing guys with 2 fouls in the first half rather than taking them out and making them a non-factor in the game.
Working it in now. 10 to shoot. Jenkins gets the pick by Marlon.
That's good defense from Morrow.
Marlon Williams again with right on him. It was all Spicer. Got to put something up. 2 to shoot. Nowicki. Is it going to be late? Oh, they're going to keep it going. Off target that time. Still a 24-22 advantage for OCC as they kick it out to Lyndon Holder. Can't knock that one down.
Holder 0 for 2 to start this ball game.
Holder averaging over 14 points a contest. Now Jenkins over to Karan Williams. Working up now, Malachi Irving dribbling his way through, going through traffic. Nowicki going under it. Can't get that one over Latham.
I like that pass from Malachi, but he had that lane if he wanted to keep going to the rim.
Now Nick Spicer going to pull up for a long 3. Clanked off the top of the rim. Another offensive board, this time in the hands of Murrow. Double teamed. trying to get out of it, and they're going to call a foul. Macomb wanted to travel, but instead, Karan Williams is going to pick that one up. And that is going to put OCC in the bonus with 7:22 left here in this first half.
Yeah, we said it. With about 14 minutes remaining in this half, Macomb had 4 fouls. They pick up 3 more in that last 7 minutes. And it's going to be a lot of free throws here for OCC in these final minutes. But one thing, I mean, Spicer shot that from the other area code, and long shots warrant long rebounds, and Morrow was able to pick it up in front of Karan.
Morrow, a 70% free throw shooter, as he knocks down the first free throw. It's 3 offensive rebounds for the Owls here, as they now have a 4-point lead. Macomb has to be disciplined here.
And Macomb led by 7 points just a few minutes ago.
Jalen Jenkins sends one over to Malachi Irving, going in with it, trying to draw a foul. And we're not going to get one there. They're going to have it underneath with 17 seconds. Coach Craig Ford not happy with the no call. Back up to the top for Irving. He gets tripped up, and they'll get a whistle that time.
A lot of fouls early in this one. Both teams playing physical, but it's also being called a little tighter than we've seen our last few games here inside the Sports and Expo Center.
Angel Kochovsky coming in is, you just got to know what the referees are going to call. Well, some of them are going to get you for tit-tat fouls, as get a whistle. We'll have to re-inbound it. 26-22 OCC over the Macomb Monarchs. Glad to have you with us here on this Wednesday night. Alex Johnson and Tom Cavanaugh with you for this incredible game on our hands here today.
2 of the best teams in the country.
As they're going to call a travel on Malachi Irving as he was over in that corner. He was trying to go take it to the hoop, but they say he moved his feet before doing so. Is got to be able to cut down on those mental mistakes.
Yeah, when opponents speed up Macomb and they play suffocating defense and make them rotate the ball a little bit quicker, you see these turnovers and the rush shots and the end of the shot clock sort of situations occur more often.
Great steal by Jenkins, trying to keep it alive though. Good dive out there is Lawan Holloway. It's now Fishburne as he gets hit.
Macomb's going to find the bonus sooner than later as well, as that was the 5th personal or 5th team foul on the Owls. That's number 2 on Wright as well. Him and Morrow lead the way with 2 apiece.
So that's 2 now on Wright. Key player down low for them. Scores the 2nd most points on the team, averaging 16 and having 7 boards a game as well. Fishburne's going to pull up from the wing, short on that one. Long rebound into the hands of Holloway. Now Karan Williams on Lyndon Holder. Going out to Holloway, going to step back and fire and fill it up. Lawan Holloway from downtown.
He can step out and hit it. I know we said he's a good post player, but he can knock down that 3 ball just as well.
The suffocating Holder right now.
It's good hedge there defensively, and he's able to recover.
Spicer will reset. Right at half court. Bounce pass over. Looks over the head. Back out to Spicer, working out left side. 7 to shoot, driving in, so much space. Nice dish back out from Justin Latham to Angel Kochovsky.
Yeah, Kochovsky with a beautiful cut there to the rim. That's good basketball. This OCC team clicking. They've been playing well all year long. They're looking to sweep the season series against Macomb here tonight.
28-25, 5:27 to go. Lawan Holloway going to take it to the basket again.
Already 7 for Lawan, baby. Let's go.
Coming off the bench, being a key piece so far. As we got 5:11 to go. And I got Spicer going with it. Karan Williams not giving him much room to work with. Spinning, fading away, difficult shot. Another offensive board, and OCC will reset.
Got to work a little harder on these boards. They did a phenomenal job against SC4, out-rebounded them by 25. Got to do it again here tonight, because right now it's all Owls getting those extra possessions.
Missed that time. Bakachevsky working in. Holloway to Fishburne, driving in. A lot of contact. He does get the foul call and will go to the line for 2.
It's a late foul call, but well done from Demarion to drive that baseline and get in for some contact. He nearly finished that, too.
Both teams shooting 50% from the field. Macomb with 2 more shot attempts as Demarion Fishburne will head to the stripe. So far, 4 points and 2 assists for him on the season.
See Josh back in, as well as Jotham. Both Karan and Malachi, who played exceptional defense on Spicer each, will take a seat.
So looking at for Spicer right now, as he only has 5 in the game early on. Fishburne knocks them both. And Macomb is back in the driver's seat.
A little 7-0 run. I'm sorry, 9-2 run for Macomb.
Well, those are going to go a long way here, Tom.
Yep.
If they're on the right side of that, they'll be in a great position. Holder gets a screen by Latham, falling down for it, but able to make it anyway. Lyndon Holder gets his 2nd basket of the night.
I thought that was Josh Hines finishing through contact. That's a big boy bucket right there from number 2, his first points.
He has a lot of experience, coming over from Northwood. We've seen some players come down from a Division II or D3 NAIA level to play for a year over at OCC or any other JUCO. Holloway, a lot of contact, doesn't faze him at all. He's having himself a night so far.
He's just putting his nose in there, getting physical and getting buckets. All but 3 of his points have come on the interior. He's thriving.
Back and forth with it now. OCC going to reset up at the top.
Nobody has an answer for Lawan on the block right now. Continue to give the ball to him and Jotham and let them eat down low.
Taking so much time here, 6 seconds. Going down low with it to right. Gets past a couple of defenders. That was Holloway and Fishburne. He's trying to make himself an impact in this game, as he has so far. He now has 9.
And both those Monarchs came up a little bit towards the elbow, and that allowed for him to cut back down and to get underneath for an easy 2.
Now Hines stepping back, going for Fishburne. Holloway, high post, going in on him, kicks it out, over to Jotham Nowicki, off iron. Jalen Jenkins gets down for it, ball loose on the ground, in the hands of Lyndon Holder.
Last 3 minutes of action in our first half. Got to finish strong if you're Macomb.
He will slow it down here as the Owls are up by 1, 32-31. Spicer worked it up here. Getting in and shooting is Holder, and able to drill it from deep.
He's been held quiet in about the first, 15, 16 minutes of this game, and now he's got a couple of big buckets that have changed this game back in the favor of OCC.
Back to a 2-possession game now. Jenkins with the screen from Holloway, going left side with it. Got a little contact, but still gets it to go.
And boy, JJ, that's an easy deuce right there. Able to penetrate the defense and finish at the cup. Nobody was in the lane to stop him.
That's his specialty. Just taking it to the basket. As here comes Lyndon Holder again, as we get another foul. They're going to call that on Hines. That's 2 on him.
It's just a little hand check, but it's enough for these officials to warrant a call, because he's trying to stay in front of the defender right there, and to help him stay in front, he's putting a little contact on the hip. I'm not saying it's an egregious amount of physical contact to warrant a foul, but sometimes, some guys, when they see that hand check a little bit, they will blow the whistle.
Yeah, it's a little bit subjective, but don't think it was enough to get a foul call as Holder knocks down the free throw.
It all depends on the guy wearing the black and white stripes. But Hines now with 2. He, as well as Jenkins, both have to play smarter basketball. And Demarion Fishburne, who's got a pair as well in the foul category.
A rare miss by Lyndon Holder, who shoots 87% from the free throw line.
Wow.
Makes 1 of 2. Jordan Wright takes it away from Jenkins. Going over with loading that one up. That is good. That time by Jordan Taylor, the sophomore guard out of West Bloomfield at 6'1". And it's now a 5-point OCC advantage as we're under 2 here in this first half. Going up with it is Fishburne, trying to create some contact in an and one. Doesn't get it, but still gets the basket.
That's a good response right there. OCC currently 5 points off of 5 total Macomb turnovers. And that's been the difference in this game and why the Owls lead by 3.
Coach John Jokai of the Owls trying to slow it down here as it Spicer up. Right. They're trying to do a pick and roll. Instead, they work it out. 5 seconds, Lyndon Holder way up at the top. Have to put up a prayer. Nothing but air on that, and a shot clock violation.
That's just good defense once again. We watched the women's game earlier, and for those tuning in right now that did not catch that game, over 50 three-point shots were taken from OCC's women's side. They were just chucking them up because they were held to outside shots. Similar sort of situation has to come from Macomb's defense here. Force OCC to take those deep outside shots.
It's a 3-point game right now. It's their 5 of 12 from the field is OCC, but Demarion Fishburne is able to tie it up. Incredible work by number 2.
Difference between Fishburne's three-pointer right there and Holder's is it caught net. No rim on either shot right there.
We'll see if OCC can go 2 for 1. Running out of time to do so. Holder working it up. Has Jordan Taylor now Nick Spicer. 8 on the shot clock. Holder, they got to get a shot off here. 3 seconds. Right, has to put something up, and he does not. Late, another shot clock violation.
Perfect defense. Once again, the rotation was awesome. Hines was up in the grill of Spicer right there. Jotham was doing the same thing with Wright, and the rotation stayed firm, and they didn't even realize that the shot clock was going down right there to 0. He could have chucked up a 3 at the top of the key there to try to at least have some sort of a chance, but now in a tie game, 38 apiece, Macomb will have a chance with the last possession to take a lead into halftime.
Yeah, we'll see what Coach Craig Ford can do here while we have a second. Just want to take a moment that this game is being sponsored by First State Bank, a community bank with nationwide ATMs and locations throughout Macomb County, Michigan, offering consumer and business banking since 1917. Visit one of their branches tonight. What an incredible game we have here on our hands here tonight, Tom. As advertised, both teams ranked in the top 25, fighting for a chance to take over that #1 spot in the MCCAA East as we close down into the last week of the season.
Yeah, at 8-3 right now, I mean, you're sitting pretty at the top. And you're looking over here at this other game between Schoolcraft and Henry Ford. That game yet to tip off right now. They're getting a little bit of a later start. But if Schoolcraft wins that game and picks up another upset win and they take down Henry Ford and Macomb were to hang on and win this one, they would have a 1-game lead. But also, Alex, Macomb, everything is right out in front of them right now. They have 3 regular season games remaining. If they win out, they win the MCCAA East. They win the #1 seed. Why? Because they won the tiebreakers over these other competing teams, OCC and Henry Ford. So if you handle your business and you take down this OCC team tonight, you beat Wayne, and then you beat Jackson. You're going to get that bye when you head to Flint for the Great Lakes District Tournament early in March.
Got to be able to focus at what's at hand here right now. 15 seconds to work with here for Macomb. Jenkins up at the top with Jordan Taylor on him. Working it up, Nowicki at the free throw line. Going down low with it to Marlon Williams. Gets it to go. OCC trying to get one more shot off. Linton Holder, and couldn't get that one to go.
Holder nearly broke the backboard on that one. How about Jotham Nowicki finding that dump down pass to Marlon? Marlon was in a perfect position. He sealed off his defender, and it was an easy deuce underneath. This team is imposing their will on the block. Nowicki, how about Lawan Holloway in that first half of basketball? We saw Demarion Fishburne knock a few from outside, but this team is creating a majority of their offense on the interior, and it's paying off against the OCC's Owls right now.
Yeah, 24 points in the paint compared to 18 for OCC. Both teams shooting around 55% from the floor. Macomb shooting 3-11 from deep, 5 of 13 from downtown is OCC. So it's been really close in all aspects of the game here as we get ready for the second half, and it's going to be a lot here in these next 20 minutes.
It is, and Demarion Fishburne's three-pointer to tie the game at 38, just under a minute to go. That might be a game changer right now because Owls could have easily taken a 5, 3, maybe even 6-point lead into halftime, but a couple of big key possessions from Macomb in the final minute not only gives you a 2-point lead into halftime, but it shows that in crunch time and the final moments of big games, I know it's the end of the first half, but when you're closing late game situations like that, end of half situations, they're showing their strength with it. So a tip of the cap to Craig Ford for dialing up that play from Nowicki to Marlin at the end, and also Fishburne, who leads the team with 11.
Yeah, it's going to be an exciting second half, folks. You don't want to miss it. When that clock hits 0, we'll be back for the second half right here on the Macomb Athletics Network. They have a 40-38 lead over the OCC Owls at halftime. We'll be back right here on the Macomb Athletics Network.
Still on that block, got my man Sylvia, don't know me, if you don't know Nip, BTV, but you can't scream the TV, we don't go step. I got the suicide on my block, DC hit with the belt, shot on my right, but I shoot my left hand, shoot they shoot like Steph hand. My brother, he worked that truck, my other brother, he a full-time hit man. Clean on that shit, there you going on, get back, keep move. 2016, I went Uber, play that shit like movie, my high budget like Junior, no still free to Junior, still working, nigga, groovy. I'm gonna shot like Uber. Yeah, strap. I'm a ball player, strap. He was all down. How about people all playing? They got all ring. How about all ring? Pull up. I hear all in. Pull up. They get all in. Pull up. I hear all in. Push up. On flick. They got all in. Catch 'em. I'm on all that. On gun. I'm on call man. Go hard. He chop with me. Go far. They said told him won't go far. They said they told him go hard. Pull up. They can not one no drop. I'm 1-on-1. From nobody. What get him? If you want shots, he can flip. Can't go mad. I leave his head out to the side. He look like tip. So you know he got to take me. Watch. Somebody kill. I got you. No, the dog I don't want from. I'm the big home. Boy, we can see me on song. We ain't got to know me. You say I'm going through and I probably know how to know me. I'm going up now when I try my do big numbers. Yeah. No, I won't diss on me. Yeah. Why would you diss on me? Yeah. I want stuff. See, fill the car, he red. Speaking like he take the drive fit, so I don't sweat. When it's time for war, I go and spin, I don't take it. These me, I sit on my ass, everything with jail. Oh, yeah, strap. I'm a ball player, strap. He was all down. How about people all red? They like, he got all red. How about all red? Pull up. I Hard just to get out my body sometimes. Just matching up to my aesthetic, but you know what I'm saying? I'm here to get commission. It's cool. Off the paddock, I was moving too fast. Gucci wagon, I was moving too fast. Got the condo, I was moving too fast. On the side, I was moving too fast. So we said I knew it wasn't gonna last. Off the paddock, I was moving too fast. Rich and Meaty, I was moving too fast. Blue and last. Yeah. Popping out, I pop them out like every other week. Cashing out 63, should've got a lease. Going crazy on my tail, gotta have a six. On Thursday, we come out with time to go to Greece. Treat a girl as she nobody. A $250,000 in by the time I heard about it. I say her name in a song, she'll be too tight. Once I go wrong, she get too tight. I just know the little Kelly, I hope she really deserve it. Had a time with all the friends, told me stop flirting. If you need to settle down, I can go and work with. Just the one that won't go with me, she get me first. Who the Cooper, but you know I got to smack the gutter. We go back there with Chanel, they treat her like I love her. All this unnecessary spending habits for my mother. Might try to get revenge on my brother. Gucci wagon, I was moving too fast. Got the condo, I was moving too fast. On the side, I was moving too fast. So we said I knew it wasn't gonna last. Bought the paddock, I was moving too fast. Rich and Meaty, I was moving too fast. Know one last. Yeah, I got a thing of spinning racks, I'm too fast. Gotta go fast for the bag. Driving it fast, but the best don't even try. Nobody working without the time. I went 18 without being signed. You know I'm not taking without the time. Can't get too close to all these bags that I'm proud of them. Feel like my brother get the wild of them. She act my body, so you party with it. You love person, got me bustin' though. It's bad look at me. No, it makes me do my thing with, you know. Who put in the room for some taste on me? I'm feeling close, got you right. The sun is the head, so ready to make it shine. Do anything to make you go up. Covered in country from the floor up. Let you like me, make you get off to the floor up. Bought the paddock, I was moving too fast. Gucci wagon, I was moving too fast. Got the condo, I was moving too fast. On the side, I was moving too fast. So we said I knew it wasn't gonna last. Bought the paddock, I was moving too fast. Rich and Meaty, I was moving too fast. Know one last. Yeah.
We are moments away from the second half here at the Sports and Expo Center here in this top 25 NGCAA Region 12 men's basketball game right here on the Macomb Athletics Network. A 40-38 advantage for your Monarchs over the OCC Owls. Alex Johnson, Tom Cavanaugh with you. Was an incredible first half, Tom. Marlon Williams getting a late basket with just a few seconds left to put Macomb up by 2 heading into the second half. What'd you like from the Monarchs coming out in those first 20 minutes?
I would probably say the resiliency of this team, Alex. The reason that we don't see Macomb ever trailing by double digits is when they fall down by multiple possessions, they respond right back with a run of their own. You saw a 28-22 ball game at one point in that first half. Macomb came back and immediately made it 29-28 going on a 7-0 run. It's things like that that have led this team to being so successful this year, and they're showing it again in this ball game. I'm obviously impressed and satisfied with the way they're shooting the ball. 56% from the field, 17-30 overall. They have struggled from three-point range. Besides that Demarion Fishburne triple to end the half, they're 3 of 11 overall. So I'd like to see them get a little bit better from the three-point line, maybe take some better shots from out there, because not every single one has been open. I saw Josh Hines get deflected. And then also free throws. They only took 3 free throws in the first half, even though they had a bunch of fouls committed on them. If you get to 10-12 second half free throw attempts, Macomb's going to put themselves in the best spot for victory. And also Josh Hines staying out of foul trouble and finding the basket. That's another big thing as well. But I like how this team's playing to this point. Yeah,
absolutely. Trying to shut down this OCC team that beat them by 3 a few weeks ago out at OCC, trying to split the season series. They're trying to stay with it and trying to stay within the race here as we get down into this final week of the season.
Yeah, if Oakland loses, they'll go to 7-5, which is handedly in third place. Actually, SC4 would be right on their toes, who's currently 6-5, and if they were to win tonight, it would be a tie for second place between OCC and St. Clair. Right now, out in Livonia, Schoolcraft is trailing by about 5 or 6 to Henry Ford right now. So let's say Macomb, they hang on to the 2-point lead that they have currently, and so does Henry Ford. Those two teams would be 9-3 at the top of the conference, entering the final 2 regular season games of the year. We mentioned in the first half, if Macomb wins this game and they're able to win out against both Wayne County and Jackson, they win the tiebreaker. Already been determined from our SID, Tim Johnston, that Macomb would take home the 1 seed and a bye heading into Mott Community College for the Great Lakes District Championship out there in Flint.
Yeah, you would like to be able to have the top seed and have the automatic berth than having to play a quarterfinal play-in game to earn that spot to the Great Lakes District Tournament.
Kind of like the Big Ten tournament now at the Division I level. Because there's 18 teams now in the Big Ten, only 15 make it, and the top 4 teams get a double bye. So if you're a top 4 team like Michigan and Michigan State are right now, you're missing the quarterfinal. All you have to play is a quarter, a semi, and a championship to win it. You got to skip those first couple of entry rounds. So kind of the same deal here. Macomb would be able to save their strength for 1 extra game and then play whoever the winner of that 3-4 or that 3-5 matchup. I'm sorry.
So both teams with their starting 5 out here to begin the second half, as OCC will have it first. Holder lobbing it down to right, looking it back out to Spicer as they work it around here with 15 to shoot. Holder dribbling. Nice move on Hines, trying to create some space, putting one up. Not enough on that one. Ball knocked down on the ground, picked up, as they're going to say was off of right. And Macomb will take it down the floor.
Spicer, only 5 points in that first half, averaging just over 16 per game. If they can continue to keep him limited after dropping 30 on him their first time, that'll be clutch.
Yeah, they've been doing a better job of keeping him in check. As Marlon Williams have it. Now Fishburne.
Marlon Williams and Fishburne. That nice little 5-0 run to end the quarter, or end the half, I'm sorry.
Great post-up move and shot by Nowicki on the left block. Give Macomb a 42-38 lead. Now it's Spicer. Spinning past Fishburne. Gives him an elbow. A shot too long. Ball up in the air. Into the hands of Jotham Nowicki.
Jotham's all over the floor. That ball goes up in the air. He's going to find it.
He's going to shoot. Off target. Fishburne, second try, yes! Demarion Fishburne having himself a night as well.
A little bit of English on that as well. I thought he was kissing it off the glass. Instead, he rolled it off the fingertips and dropped it in.
He now has 13.
He's impressive tonight, man.
Now going the other way with it. Off iron is Murrow. Macomb pushing up in transition. Fishburne to Nowicki. Going up for it. Was trying to draw a whistle. He could not. Oh, just a great play by Wright.
Yeah, he must have seen DeWicki's two-hand jam from last week against SC4. Because he was not allowing that thing to be thrown down.
John Jokai wants his team to slow down here. Latham on Nowicki, putting a head in there. Going up for it. Can't get that one to go. Nowicki going down, and they're going to call an over-the-back call on Jotham.
No. I thought they were going to call the foul on Latham for pulling him down. Nowicki went for a one-handed rebound because Latham had his other arm completely wrapped around, and he dragged him to the floor. That's not good.
Now Wright. That was deflected off of Marlon Williams, they say.
That was egregious too. Jenkins got in there with a stripped it off of the thigh. Instead, it's OCC's basketball. I'm appalled.
Going with it. Now they get the steal.
Yeah, JJ said ball don't lie.
Fishburne going out for it. Gets it blocked by Latham. But they call a foul. Latham was surprised on that call.
There's the get back right there. You know, you see in football sometimes they have those the makeup calls when they get one wrong. They call a pass interference or a holding out of nowhere. Now that looked like a lot of ball, but we're going to get free throws anyways for D.
Yeah, even John Jokai was kind of shocked about that one, but
he had to be shocked about the last two on the other end too.
Yeah, we'll let that one go. He's been doing everything he can to keep these guys within reach.
It's all about a short memory, you know. Not of the next play.
Making one of two is Fishburne to give themselves 14 on the night. A 7-point lead for the Monarchs. Latham, the crowd that pass after going off balance with it on the wiki. Going up, that shot rolls off into the hands of Jotham.
Another good possession from Nowicki.
And a slam! The one-handed jam by Jotham Nowicki. Wow! Holder able to quiet the crowd down with that triple.
Alex, I didn't know it could get any better than what Nowicki did against SC4. He just topped his dunk from last week. Holy moly.
Unbelievable, but Legend Holder quiets Macomb right now as it's back to a two-possession game. We're almost 3 minutes into the second half.
Yeah, Holder's going to get his. He's been shooting it a lot better in the last 5 minutes of the first half, and now to open up the second. 3 of 8 from the field for 9 points, tied for the team lead along with Wright. It's really been those two tonight, both Jordan Wright as well as Lyndon Holder. Other than that, everybody else has been pretty quiet. Spicer, Head, Kachovsky had a couple of threes early going, but nothing since. I mean, this is a very good Owls team, man. They're still averaging 84 points per game, which ranks 9th in the MCCAA. And they also shoot the ball 45% from the field. So it's not like they're going to go away and have a cold night. This team came to play.
As that one hit off of Wright, as they're going to call a foul on him for a push.
That's a big foul right there on Wright. That's his third with 17 to play in the ball game. Decision time for John Jokai and the Owls.
47-41 as Wright is still in the ball game.
Yeah, they haven't put anybody at the table yet.
The wiki on him. Going up for Williams, going out into the corner, and they're going to call Fishburne for a travel as he was going to go up for a slam.
We saw that a lot on the women's side as well earlier today. Just when they catch that pass, you get some moving feet because they're thinking about making that move to the basket before they get the ball, and that's kind of where the travel happens, the turnover occurs.
So OCC will bring it down the floor, trailing by 6. They're trying to sweep the season series from the Monarchs. Picked up an 83-80 win at their place on the 25th of January. Holder, bounce pass down low, Murrow, and they're going to get a reach and call on Jalen Jenkins. And now that's his third. So inbounding it in is Holder.
It's a lot like Jalen's first, just kind of getting a little handsy there on the interior and picking one up. He's got to eliminate that, just got to go straight up with the hands. If he gives up a bucket, he gives up a bucket.
12 to shoot. Morrow out to Holder, left wing, gets a screen by Spicer. He's going to pull one up from deep, short. Ball gets poked around and into the hands of Lyndon Holder. That was a long rebound, but OCC able to corral it in. And they'll have a fresh 20. Now it's down to 10. Holder driving to the cup, into the paint, falls down. All goes in and out. Put back, yes, by Latham.
4 different chances on that possession right there for OCC. They finally get it to fall.
As Latham gets his first basket of the night. 47-43 now. Looking it in. Jenkins out to Fishburne for 3. You got it. Make that 16 for Fishburne.
He's having a night, baby. 2 of 4 from downtown. Got to watch Angel from three-point range. He's already hit 2.
Gonna kick it out in the corner. Holder. They got some contact in there by Hines. Gets up for it, off the glass and in.
It is what it is right there. That's a good, tough bucket from Holder. And I'd rather not have Hines get a third foul unless they did call one.
And they're going to call, I think, a warning
on both coaches.
As both coaches were confused on that after that basket by Holder.
Our official not talking too loud. It was not very easy to hear what he was calling right there. So, yeah, they issued warnings to both sides. So the next outburst from either head coach is going to warrant technical foul shots. I'm telling you, this might be the toughest rivalry in the Eastern Conference of the MCCAA.
Yeah, just the close proximity to each other. They're just all at it. Holloway needs some help down low. Going up from the free throw line is DeWicki with 2 on the shot clock. Can't corral that shot to go in as Angel Kovchowski is able to pick up the rebound. Burrow up there for Latham. Going to pull one up from deep. Off the top of the rim.
There's Josh getting the rebound, pulling down almost 6 a game. He's one of the smallest guys, but still works for those boards.
Nowicki hits it over Latham. He jumped too early, and Nowicki able to make him pay.
That's the benefits of pump faking. He got Latham in the air and then easily laid it up for 2.
Back up by 7 as the Monarchs. Kicking it out over the Spicer. All alone, but couldn't knock it in.
Macomb needs to take advantage of these missed shots. Both Latham and Spicer have had wide open threes that they have completely bricked.
Al Jenkins, screen by Nowicki, rolling in. Decides to kick it out to Fishburne. Couldn't corral on that shot again. Spicer lost it, and then they call a foul.
That's 3 on DeMarion. He saw that ball on the ground. Spicer lost it for a moment. He tried to be a little tougher and get that loose ball on the 50-50, and instead it's a whistle. But still love the effort from number 2 in white.
So Malachi Irving will come in as well as Karan Williams. That's something to keep in mind here. With Fishburne on the bench. Holder. Working out with it on Hines. Back out. Tipped off. They're going to say off of OCC.
That's a little bit of karma right there. Lyndon Holder had a wide open layup. He decided to pass it back to Kochevsky for some reason. That was an easy deuce because he had Hines in the air jumping. Is there more extracurricular happening here in the corner?
I thought the official was going to give a technical to John Jokai, but it doesn't appear so.
Now let's just play ball.
I think he was about to. So it's still 52-45, 13-15 to go here in this second half. Hines working it in on Holder, gets it back, and gets it to go.
He said, I'm not going to get the foul call. I'll do it anyways. Let me get my own rebound and finish. Josh is so good at finishing through contact and getting to the rim. He just mixed up Holden right there.
Opening it up the floor, across the timeline. Spicer now with Malachi Irving on him. Up at the top.
Malachi's played really good D on Spicer tonight.
Way off on that three is Lyndon Holder.
Second air ball of the night for Lyndon. Oi.
And number 1, DJ Morrow.
As DJ Morrow will come in.
Holder will take a seat. Morrow so far tonight, he's been pretty quiet. Just 2 points. Both came from the free throw line.
Working out quickly in that trap. Get out of it. Short off the rim was Hines. OCC on the break. Morrow going up for it. Getting past Hines and one.
DJ Morrow.
Got a little bit of a push off.
Yeah, when OCC needed a bucket, they got it right there from DJ. But you saw on the other end, I know Hines missed the jumper. They sifted through that full court press very easily, and you had Nowicki on the block down low. He was unguarded. So if you're able to kind of penetrate that a little harder if you're Hines and find Nowicki on the block, that's your best bet, because the entire defense for OCC was very high up near the three-point line, allowing space down low.
Nowicki will head to the bench now. Davion Getty, who's into the game for the first time here tonight. Those 3 fouls on Josh Hines. He's still in the ball game. Going right side with it. Short, gets it back, and now he'll go to the free throw line.
OCC is not doing a good job of blocking out Josh Hines when he goes to the rim. That's the second straight possession that he's been able to get up, or second of the last three possessions, he's been able to miss a layup and then get his own rebound and try to finish again.
Yeah, can't allow that to happen. He's a guy only at 6'2", plays a lot like a forward, grabbing 6 boards a game.
And this is just a real physical half-court game it's been so far, because you look at the rebounding numbers with 12 minutes to go, Macomb out-rebounding +5, but they only have 16 overall. You'll see sometimes teams 25, 26 rebounds, but they still win that battle because of the number of possessions that are overall had in the game.
And we'll see how that impacts them the rest of the way, Tom. Rebounds are going to be crucial as Spicer is up on Irving in the paint, going in with it now. What a shot. Difficult one by Jordan Taylor. 6-point game now. Irving the other way. Off. Gets it to go again on the Monarchs in the second try.
Well done, Holloway on the backside. He saw Malachi miss that off the front end, and he just touched it up and in.
58-50 now.
Hold steady. Get a big stop right here. Capitalize, make it a double-digit game.
Go down low to right, and they're going to call whistle on Malachi.
Foul number 10, Malachi Irving, his first.
Yeah, it's Irving's first. You got 3 different Monarchs with 3 fouls right now. 2 of the 3 guys are on the bench. Hines is the only one still on the floor that has 3 fouls. Both Jenkins and Fishburne are down.
And already 5 team fouls for Macomb this half. Spicer, and he's going to go to the line for 3.
Malachi picked up 2 quickly right there.
Team 6.
So Malachi had his arm kind of extended, completely straightened out, playing defense this way. Spicer, all he had to do was rise his hands up and attempt a shot. I don't think he was trying to even make that. He just wanted to get the contact and fling something at the rim that would warrant a whistle.
Well, he earned it there as the official saw it. Spicer can't get anything on that first free throw. He's shooting just 67% from the charity stripe. As Spicer getting ready for shot number 2. Makes that one. It's been a little bit of a quiet night for Spicer as he has 7 points.
For his standards, it's quiet. He ranks inside the top 15 in the MCCAA in points per game, 14th.
It's 58-52 after going 2 of 3. Holloway kicks it out to Malachi Irving. Off iron, Davion Giddy with the rebound.
That's the 6'7" DG getting a big board.
Now Kawhi Williams kicking it out to Giddy. In and out, rebound again by Lawan Holloway. And a putback.
No blocking out there from the Owls. Lawan had that easy.
He has had an incredible game here tonight. 13 points for him off the bench. 3 boards.
And I know Giddy missed the shot, but he got the offensive rebound to set up that possession. So he deserves some credit there as well.
Spicer gets that one to go over Karan and Holloway.
That's Lawan's career high as well, 13 points. He had 10 back against Mott.
Hines, long pass over to Irving. Lost it. Looking to get it back. He does. Trying to go in. Was trying to avoid contact. That time was Taylor. Worked around. Giddy gets up for it. And he's going to earn 2 free throws.
DG's just a dog, man. I know he can hit from outside. We've seen him this year so well from beyond the perimeter. But when he gets inside on the block, we just saw him pick up an offensive rebound. He just fought for another one right there, and he's going to be rewarded with free throws. At his size, I mean, come on. 6'8", 215, you have to impose your will and your physicality, and he's been doing it tonight and all season.
Yeah, he has, but OCC hasn't put a lot of pressure on Holloway or Giddy down low.
None.
I know.
No, keep going with your
Yeah,
point. I'm sorry.
no.
I was trying to add on.
I'm just saying, when you're in this stage of the game and everything is, margins are going to be right at you, and you're getting out-rebounded by 11. And
you can't afford it,
And allowed 15-second chance points, too.
Exactly. Macomb could easily be losing this ballgame right now if it wasn't for their offensive rebounding skills and the lack of defensive rebounding from OCC. They're kind of just standing there and watching these three-point shots go up, and it's allowing guys like Giddy, Hines, and Holloway to find those extra buckets.
You're not going to win games when you're down in the rebounding battle.
No, and they have a fairly big team, too. You got a 6'8" Latham, you got a 6'6" Wright, a 6'5" Spicer.
Wright has it underneath. And he's going to say he stepped out of bounds with it. Falling down. He thought he was going to get a foul on Giddy.
So if you're Davion there, I mean, he executed perfectly. You put your foot on the baseline, and you stand there, and you try to make Spicer work around you. And he falls, Nick being Nick Spicer, he falls to the ground. That's not a foul on Davion if he holds his position.
Yeah, that just heads up basketball. Smart play by Giddy. Fishburne going down for it. On the contact. Doesn't faze him at all.
Yeah, Demarion gave him the too small as well. Boy, ain't that right.
Kicking out is Wright from Holder. Off iron. And a foul on Macomb. And they're going to call that one on Giddy. So it's going to be free throws.
That spoils a good rebound from Holloway as well. Lead by 9 with 9.5 to play.
Justin Latham on the line, shooting 1-1.
Continue to do what you're doing offensively. Macomb has not shot the ball well from three-point land today, besides minus a few guys, one being Demarion Fishburne. Continue to go to the rim. Continue to grab those offensive boards and those put-back second chance points.
Gets the first one to go, Latham. Latham now with 5 in the ball game. Also has 5 boards.
Both these teams doing an exceptional job of ball security. Only 7 turnovers for OCC and 6 for Macomb.
So Latham, the back end of this 1-1. Jenkins, nothing but net. 63-56.
Here's Jenkins in playing with 3 fouls. All 3 guys are, sorry, Hines is down. The other 2 guys with 3 are in the ball game, and Fishburne and Jenkins. Got to be careful.
Trying to put on the Jets, get up by double digits. There is Fishburne, lost it out of his hands. Well, they're going to call a reach and foul.
And that's what DeMarion wanted right there. D had an open 3 on the wing. He could have just hoisted that. Instead, he attacked 3 guys all at once. There's your foul.
They're going to give that one to Kachowski. That's his first.
Macomb's 2 away from the bonus. OCC already in it, as we just saw.
The shot clock at 20. Monarchs are inbound underneath. Holloway up at the wing. Kicks it out. Fishburne decides to drive in. Pass Holder. Gets it up and in.
Oh, my goodness. What a game DeMarion Fishburne is having here tonight.
There's 20 in the ball game now.
What a response from DeMarion. He only had, I think, 4 points in his last outing against SC4. Yeah, he had 4 in 23 minutes.
White lost it. Now Fishburne. Not too much on that one. He was about to jam it up. Was going for the layup instead. Holder for 3. Misses. Baseball pass over down. Going up for it is Marlon Williams. Can't jam it in, but he's fouled.
Good vision from DeMarion. We saw that a lot the other night as well against the Skippers. He had 8 rebounds as well as 2 assists, and that was because of just that. He pulls down the rebound, and then he's able to get it out in transition just like that. That was a perfect pass to Marlon in stride.
And that's the 4th foul on Jordan Wright, as it was just right on the money. That was a great read by Fishburne. That's a very risky pass.
It's risky, but also he knew that Marlon had a good 2 or 3 steps ahead of any Owl defender. If he threw it perfectly right on the money to him, nobody was going to catch up and pick that pass off. And we've seen D do that all year long, with either being that football over the hand or when he goes on the bounce pass across midcourt.
Williams makes both, and Macomb has their largest lead of the game, up by 11 with 8:25 to go.
They've found a couple of stops, and they've executed on the offensive end.
Going up for it now is Jamison Head. Can't get that one to go. He wanted the whistle. Now Joe from the wiki with it.
Transition again.
Here comes Holloway, up and in.
Best game of his Macomb career here tonight, baby. 15 for Lawan.
Monarchs creating some separation. Not really much of an answer for OCC right now. Holder kicking it out to Head. Stepping back, hesitating. Now a reset, Spicer. Calling for a screen. Gonna pull one up for 3. Misses again as it's another brick for Spicer. Now Marlon with it, going baseline, kicking it out for Joe from the wiki. Too long. Spicer corrals it in.
Davion almost pulled down the offensive board, too. He was fighting for it the whole way.
Picking up his dribble. Now back up there's Jordan Taylor. Back out to Spicer. Working it down. Oh, for Marlon Williams, he got it.
Yeah, we said Spicer was going to get his. Him and Holder both were going to find their points, now both with 11 apiece. But Macomb's done a nice job of keeping them shooting those outside shots more than when they penetrate and get to the rim.
And they're just shooting just 33% in this half.
It's a reason why. I mean, the shot clock's ticked down a few times on them, and they're just taking deep threes that haven't gone.
Marlon Williams in the corner. It's another triple. 72-58.
Macomb wanted a timeout, too, after that make. Our official had his back turned.
Now Holder up on Holloway. Going up with it. Can't get that one to go. Gets his own rebound. And a timeout is taken by OCC.
And just fed right out of the hands of Lawan underneath the basket. Just gave OCC a free 2 right there. But Coach Craig Ford right now with Macomb frustrated that he wanted a timeout for his squad after Marlon hit that 3-pointer. Nobody was looking, when Craig tried to call it, but on the other end, Jokai called it right after the make, and they get that timeout call.
Yeah, so 72-60 with 6:24 to go in the game. Monarchs up by 12. What a great performance it's been for Demarion Fishburne, 20 points, and Lawan Holloway with 15.
Oh my gosh, I've been so impressed with Lawan tonight, man. 7 of 7 from the field. He hit the only three-pointer that he took in this game. He hasn't been to the line yet, but he hasn't really had to because he's been finishing through little to no contact on a lot of his buckets. We're seeing him grab these offensive boards down low and just go right back up with it with no real competition or physicality from the Owls. Now, OCC trying to build this comeback down by a dozen right now in the last 6.5 minutes. If they want to do so, they got to get a body on Lawan, they got to get a body on Fishburne, and Jotham Nowicki as well. And how about Marlon Williams? He's put together quite a night with 7 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists, and just hit that game-changing three-pointer right there. Not quite a dagger just yet with 6.5 to go. But if you can keep hitting shots like Marlon just did, this team will be in really good shape by the end of this second half.
Yeah, we'll see what the game will do here. Hold on to this lead. OCC ranked number 25, Macomb number 9. So it's going to go down to the finish.
Yeah, this if Oakland were to lose, it would pretty much eliminate them from being able to take the 1 seed in the standings. Macomb trying to earn that spot.
And there's another 3 ball. What a job there by Malachi Irving.
Malachi's played great defense all night, and he gets rewarded with a 3 right there. He's been guarding number 5 so well.
Now Latham going in, stopping and popping. Great defense by Marlon Williams.
24th block of the year for Marlon Williams.
He now pulls up from the wing. Can't knock it down. Ball corralled around and into the hands of Spicer.
Got to get back on D, both Irving.
And too far for Holder to get as he goes right near the fans.
Now into the Monarchs number 2, Demarion Fishburne.
As the lead is up to 15 as Josh Hines is back in for Macomb.
Irving kind of affected that pass being out of reach right there because Malachi was screaming back defensively to try to recover. That pass had to be let out a little bit farther for the intended receiver than it would have been if nobody was there. And Irving, even though he didn't touch the ball, he affected that turnover.
So just heads up plays.
Yep. It's effort, man. Effort wins.
Working it up here now is Nowicki as we got a foul call. And it's going to be a 1-and-1 coming up.
I'm 99% sure that's 5 on Wright.
And that is.
Foul number 13, Jordan Wright.
And he is out of the ball game with 5:17 left. Jamison Head will come on in as Wright's night is over. 9 points, 3 rebounds, 1 assist, 3 blocks, and a steal in 22 minutes of action.
He was the only Owl with a block in this entire game. So you pretty much take that aspect out of OCC's defense from this game right now. Unless somebody else is going to step up and block the shot of Nowicki, Hines, Irving, Fishburne as well.
So it's a 1-on-1 for Jotham Nowicki as he gets the free throw to go.
Jotham's been a fairly solid free throw shooter this year, just a tick under 70% at 69.
A dozen points and a half a dozen boards and 5 assists. Make that 13. 77-60 now. This lead continues to grow for the Monarchs. So approaching 5 minutes left. Now Holder going in, getting into the block. No, Latham in and out. Ball popped around. Holder gets it back, down on the ground for it. And looks like it's going to be Macomb basketball.
And you're noticing here, both teams in the bonus now. That play back in the first half, early on, that's a foul somewhere. But because we're both in the bonus right now, they're trying to keep this game at a decent tempo. They're not going to call that. It's just circumstance when they want to pick and choose certain calls like that.
Now Hines Going with trying to alley-oop up to Nowicki. He cannot finish, but gets it on the rebound.
That's been the story, Alex. Jotham misses right there. It's no problem. Let me just get the ball back and put it right back up. Hines has done it. Holloway's done it. And it's just been the #1 story for why the Monarchs are winning this ball game right now.
Jordan Taylor with a much-needed triple for the Owls. Time is running low on them, trailing by 16.
You're looking to just eat up some clock here.
Hines stopping and popping, can't get that one to fall. Ball up to Fishburne.
You get a fresh shot clock too.
Looking to kill some time. Fishburne going for it. All over that one, blocking it is Latham. Now Taylor. Up there the logo. Out to Holder. Pump fakes, goes in, and they're going to call a whistle. And it's going to be another 1-and-1 as Malachi Irving picks up his third.
Monarchs foul number 10, Malachi Irving, his third.
And I know he's coming out right now and he's got 3 fouls. He did hit that three-pointer, which was massive. But the defense that Malachi Irving has played today on number 5, Nick Spicer, who had 30 points against the Monarchs last time these two teams played, it's been sensational. I guarantee you the coaching staff from Macomb before the game said, hey, we know Spicer's the guy. We're going to put our #1 defender on him. That was Malachi Irving, and he's executed to the task here tonight.
Holder can't get the free throw to drop. As Spicer has 11 points on the night. Macomb looking to slow it down with 3.5 to go. Holloway going in with it. Down low to Fishburne. Short on that one. Second try is good. Damari on Fishburne now with 22.
We're seeing it again. I'm going to continue to harp on it until OCC makes an adjustment. They just haven't so far in this game.
Now Lyndon Holder going up for it, and he will go to the line.
We had the best view of that right there, Alex. A lot of ball on that block right there from Jotham Nowicki. But with 3:15 to go, Jotham's not sitting with 4 fouls, which is a really good thing. He's been defending without fouling for a majority of this game. Just got unlucky on that one.
Free throw falls for Holder.
So now you check the scenario. You're up 17 points with 3:15 to go. It's going to take several three-pointers, and three-pointers almost only here for OCC to be able to climb back in the next couple of possessions. I like MCC finding a way to just churn about 20 seconds off the clock, 15, 20 seconds, still get a good shot, and rotate the ball around the perimeter, but eat up as many seconds as you possibly can to try to wind this game down. And you also got to force OCC to start fouling you.
And a timeout will be taken by Coach Craig Ford. We'll take it with him. A full timeout, 3:16 left in the ball game. Macomb up by 16. We're back for the finish right here on the Macomb Athletics Network. Tonight's game is brought to you by First State Bank, a community bank with nationwide ATMs and locations throughout Macomb County, Michigan, offering consumer and business banking since 1917. Visit one of their branches tonight. 3:16 to go here at the Sports and Expo Center. Your Monarchs up 81-65 over their rivals, the OCC Owls. Alex Johnson, my good buddy Tom Cavanaugh here with you. Macomb just trying to close this one out and put themselves in a great spot to take over first place in the MCCAA East standings after tonight.
They put themselves in a beautiful position. through the first 37 minutes of this ball game.
Holloway going up, gets it blocked by Latham.
Remember when we said the only guy with blocks on OCC was Jordan Wright with 3? I said somebody's got to find a block. It's been Latham twice now in the last 3 possessions.
Fishburne lost the handle of the pass. Was going to try to pull one up, but couldn't. Now Jenkins alley-oop. Wow, man! Dothan the Wiki!
That's an exclamation mark right there. So you heard John Jokai for OCC yell fire. He wanted them to bring the pressure. Jenkins penetrated, and he jammed it.
3 ball, in and out. By Andrew Kopchowski, they get it back. Another one.
They're just chucking right now, Alex.
Now with 2:40 to go. Macomb up by 18.
Good find. Good find.
Holloway. Nowicki now. Will reset.
You think they were thinking about it again?
Maybe.
Definitely.
Well, up by 18. Trying to put the exclamation point on this. Now Fishburne. Working around. Back pass. And in and out by Nowicki on the jam. Oh, man.
That'd have been nice. That'd have been nice right there. And you know he's got it in his bag when head coach Jokai on the OCC side says, watch the lob.
We're down to the final 2 minutes. Latham from Holder working it around, trying to go down low with it. Taken away by Nowicki.
Unbelievable defense, as it's been all night long. You hold an OCC team that dropped 83 on you last time to right now just 65 points with $1:45 to go. I know they're playing well offensively, but it's just as well they've played defensively that have led them to this point. I think this is the biggest win of the year if they're able to hang on here. You're in a spot where you lost. You're in a revenge situation against the team you need to beat. You got to have this game. And you're up by nearly 20 points. And that huddle on the left side there, your right side from the viewers, they got smiles and they're jacked up.
Yeah, just got 1:45 to finish this one off before you play your final 2 games of the regular season out at Wayne County Community College on Saturday and then at home on Tuesday against Jackson before you begin Great Lakes District play.
And I know that you got to treat every game the same, every opponent the same. Obviously, we've seen Schoolcraft pull out some wacky upset wins. But this is definitely the toughest of your final 3 games of the season. And Macomb's sticking it to them right now, just like they did against SC4, just like they did against Mott. They won both those games by 20-plus points, and are about to do it again.
6 on the shot clock. Hines working around, off on it. Fishburne with the rebound, and he will go to the line as they're going to pick up a foul on Kevin Tobe.
Alex, for the MCCAA East standings, the top 5 teams will get in, which means that Oakland will most likely, I think they're already locked in, they've clinched. When they get to Great Lakes District Championship time, they need to find a way to rebound, because right now Macomb is owning the boards just like they did against the Skippers and the Bears in their last 2 outings.
Yeah, and that's the story. When you're able to win the rebounding battle, put you in a prime position to win games, and having a +14 differential, holding OCC to just 26 rebounds here tonight.
And you get 8 more offensive boards. That's the game is told in those aspects right there.
Tobe gets that one to go for his first basket of the night. 85-67. As Macomb is going to wind this clock down. As they're working it up here now.
Unbelievable. This team came to play tonight, man. There was a lot looming around this ball game. We noticed in the first couple minutes the tensions were high. The physicality was there as well. But Macomb brought it just a little bit more.
And there's another one by Hines. Macomb back up by 20. This is a huge win indeed, as that one's off target by Latham.
And I know Hines only has 13 points, which is well under his total, but he had some of the most pivotal baskets of this ball game. When MCC needed a bucket, when OCC took a 6-point lead midway through that first half, he was able to find a couple buckets. Him, Holloway, Jenkins, Fishburne, every single one of these Monarchs came to play tonight, and they absolutely dominated.
I was trying to get it to Nowicki. They had to get a shot. There was a 1 second difference, but it doesn't matter. Your Macomb Monarchs pick up a huge win against their rival, the OCC Owls, a team they lost to by 3 the first time around. Take them down by 20 this time, 87-67.
Yeah, Owls likely out of contention for that first place spot now. They're going to have to settle for the 2, 3, 4, or 5 and work through that Great Lakes District Tournament. Macomb still with destiny in hands right now. They got 2 more regular season games. You mentioned it, Wayne State and Jackson. You take care of business against those 2, you win out. You win the MCC East for another year.
Yeah, just an incredible job all around. A huge win indeed. Got to be able to take care of business in the next 2 games. So I want to give a shout out to all these guys that have really were huge here tonight. Demarion Fishburne, one of the best games of his career, 24 points, 9 boards, and 4 assists for him on the night. Lawan Holloway, 15 points off the bench. He was phenomenal as well.
Out of all the performances tonight, I think Lawan Holloway surprised me the most, and he played the best. Down on that block, he was boom, boom, off the glass and in. Second chance putbacks off of a missed three-pointer from Giddy, Fishburne, whoever it was. He came to play tonight, and he really, really dominated and imposed his will on the glass. Demarion Fishburne came through in one of his best games of the year. He had 20 for the first time in almost 2 months, I'm pretty sure. When you look back at D's last couple games, last time he had 24 was against KVCC, one of the top 10 teams in the country, back in January 4th. So just a breakout game for Demarion. He hit that big three-pointer before the end of the first half. I couldn't be prouder of these guys because they needed this game badly, and each single guy came to play, and they're winners tonight.
Yeah, they really did. They shot 50% from the field, had a plus 15 rebounding margin. Only had 7 turnovers in the ball game, had 52 points in the paint. Were just incredible in all aspects of the game, and OCC was only down by 2 heading into halftime, but Macomb really took it up a notch and really pulled it away to pick up another 20-point win against one of the top-ranked teams in the country.
How many times have we seen this year where Macomb's got a slim margin lead at halftime and then they come out and pump the team by 20 plus? They do such a good job in the second half of making those adjustments and picking apart the opponent weaknesses.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll see what they're able to do here. They'll have 2 more games to wrap up the season. They'll be out at Wayne County Community College on Saturday night before they're back at home for the final home game of the season against Jackson College on Tuesday.
Just want to let you know as well, because it was sophomore night in Livonia, Schoolcraft got started a little bit late. They're early in the second half right now, and the Ocelots with a 42-40 lead over Henry Ford. If that score were to hold, Macomb would take sole possession of first place in the East.
Yeah, we'll see what we keep an eye on throughout the course of the night, and make sure to keep updated with all the standings around the MCCAA East, as it's going to be an exciting last few days of this season. That's going to do it for us here in our broadcast here tonight in this basketball doubleheader. The final score of this one in the men's basketball game, your number 9 Macomb Monarchs take down the number 25 OCC Owls 87-67. I'll be everyone here on the Macomb Athletics Network. On behalf of my partner and really good buddy Tom Cavanaugh, I'm Alex Johnson. Thank you for tuning into tonight's action, and we'll see you back here on Tuesday for the final basketball games of the season. We've got a basketball doubleheader against Jackson College. It's also sophomore night, beginning at 5:30 for the women and 7:30 for the men. Thanks so much, everybody, and have a good night.